Welcome back. We are here at the Minnehaha Country Club, and we are here for the Sanford International, and I have my favorite guest as well, Mark Ovenden, and we have another guest too here.
We do. Ryan Jansa joins us. Ryan, you've played in the last two of these in your dream to make the Champions Tour.
Yes.
How weird is it to need a media badge to get in this?
Yeah, a little bit different this year. Difficult week, honestly, for me. I didn't really expect quite the emotions that I was having this last week. I was trying to keep myself super busy because, I would just kill to be out here. But I chased it hard for 2 years, and you run out of. It certainly wasn't a lack of motivation. I just ran out of money and patience with my, obviously at the bank. So.
Now, I talked to a college golfer last week, and kid that shot the 60, by the way, said you're going to try to go pro, and he's like thinking about it, and I said, you need to go for it, because then you'll never have any second thoughts or any misgivings that you didn't try. And I said, you need to talk to Ryan Jansa. He'll encourage you.
Sure, yeah, and I'm a 100% believer in that. I don't care whether it's golf or whatever it is in your life. If you have a dream, or if you have something that you want to do, I mean, I was, and you and I talked about it, I didn't want to look back when I was 70 and say, what if? I wish I could have. I was physically ready. I felt like I could compete. But these guys are the best players in the world for a reason. And if you come out, if you're in Sioux Falls and you're looking to see the best players to probably ever play the game, this is a great opportunity to get an up close and personal view of it, because I got to see it firsthand. And for a guy that locally, we'll call it the small pond situation, I certainly was a talented player locally, and even nationally I had some opportunities. But when you get out there and you see how consistently good these guys are, you get a real solid understanding that they're pros for a reason. For sure.
I've been trying to get Baylee to play golf.
I actually been picking it up a little bit. You'd be proud of me, Mark. We got to go sometime still.
We've been talking about this for a couple of years.
I know. Well, here I am. I like coming out. It's a great time. You mentioned, you're not playing in this tournament, but what about the atmosphere here just keeps you coming back and wanting to be here and involved this year still?
Yeah, I think obviously Sioux Falls does a really good job. And, in my conversations with these guys, whether it was here at this event or at other events that I ran into them, Sioux Falls is a special place. They love coming here. And I think a big part of that is just the community and the atmosphere. And truly, they get to play in front of real solid crowds here. Some of the events, I think last year Sanford International won the fan favorite award, which speaks volumes for the contribution that that Davis and his team make to make the event what it is. But all the pros that commit early that want to come and play, it speaks volumes about them wanting to be here in Sioux Falls, and you could see some really good golf and on an unbelievable golf course. So it's a good week. But yes, I wish I was there and not here. But yeah.
When you played the last 2 years, you had a huge gallery.
Sure.
You've played in big tournaments all your life.
Yeah.
How different was this, though? Because you had your hometown cheering for you.
Yeah, emotionally it was great. Psychologically it was hard. It was, the pressures were incredible. But I thrived on that. I loved it. I didn't perform at the level that I would have liked, but for a mortgage banker, I held my own. I think the first year I shot under par, or right at par.
Yep.
Last year I struggled a little bit, but if I had to try to bottle up how much fun I had in those two experiences, it would have been impossible. It was just incredible to be able to share that with my family, my friends, and you, and everybody else in Sioux Falls has been watching me play golf for a long time. It was super special. Yeah.
What are you looking forward to most this year in this tournament?
I think this year, again, just an unbelievably talented field. A lot of kind of, I'll call them strong kind of newcomers, guys that are really, that were qualified onto the Champions Tour last year, that are really kind of making a name for themselves. Stuart Sink, obviously, is an incredibly talented player. I don't know if he's committed. I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
Chasing the cup, but
he's a rookie.
Yeah, not quite. Yeah, but Stuart's a great player, but I think this golf course seems to suit itself to certain players. Miguel always plays very well here. Steve Stricker clearly is a front runner, but Angel Cabrera played here last year for the first time, one of his first tournaments back, and has had tremendous success this year. So he'd be somebody that I'd like to watch for. But yeah, come out, enjoy the food. I mean, the food and the beverages and all the things that the Sanford International has to offer. I mean, there's so much fun stuff going on, whether it be, during the tournament or, after the tournament. There's all sorts of stuff going on, little concerts and little junior clinics and stuff like that. It's just a great environment, a great place to be, and a wonderful place to spend the weekend for sure.
There you go, Baylee.
Yeah,
There's your plans for the weekend.
Give me a pass here and I'll show up. Mark knows I'm always down for a good time. And it sounds like, like you said, there's live music out here. There's something for everyone as well.
Correct. Yeah, it's just not, certainly not just about the golf. And I think the thing that I would encourage people that maybe are like, well, I'm not a golfer, or I'm not, golf doesn't really matter. I mean, and it is such a rare opportunity to be up this close to truly some of the greats of the game. I saw, this year they have, Nick Faldo's coming in. They brought a couple of football players. I think Rondé Barber and another player coming to play. Chris Carter. Yeah, not too bad. I mean, so an opportunity to get in and watch those guys play. But Bernard Langer and Ernie Els, I mean, the names just go on and on. I mean, you go down the list of the Champions Tour guys, and just to be an opportunity, especially for a golfer, whether you are or aren't, to be close to somebody that has had that much history in the game is pretty special. So I'd encourage everybody that's out there, if you're looking for something to do, it's going to be beautiful too. We're going to just get perfect South Dakota weather. That's for you, Davis. I hope that's the truth. But we're going to get perfect weather. The golf's going to be amazing, but the environment and the atmosphere is what really should keep people coming out.
Yeah, right here in South Dakota.
Ryan, I'm glad you gave it a try. You know that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Pulling for you all the way. So if you're looking for something fun this weekend, this is the place to be. Baylee will be here.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be out here. I'll be working. She'll be having fun.
Yes.
Right?